Cooperation with the athletic department at the section level expecting a road runner. Yes, you get some sportsmanship. To the officials, coaches, and players, especially during foul shot situations. Also, noise makers of any kind are not permitted in today's game. Let's meet this afternoon's starting lineups. First, the North visiting Eagles from Ohio High School at Copiague. At guard, number 3, Madison Hayes. At guard, number 10, Chloe Allen Jackson. At guard, number 11, Cameron Fells. At forward, number 14, Janaya Barton. And at forward, number 24, Janaya Morris. The Eagles are coached by Kia Wright. She is assisted by Tayani Pierre. The officials for today's game are Scott Downs and Sly Robinson. The Chief Executive Head Senior Athletic Trainer is Mrs. Kate Whitson. And your official scorekeeper, the Clarence Darrow, Mr. Mike Safe.
Good evening, Red Hawk fans. We'd like to welcome you here to Hills East Arena, The Nest. for a nice matchup between the Copiague Eagles and the Hills East Girls varsity basketball team. I'm alongside my co-host Hunter Asherman. Hunter, what are your keys to today's game?
It's going to be a good game. Last time these two teams played, Hills East won as expected. They won 61-47. Ariella Hamilton, 21 points, 8 rebounds. Alex Brown, 16 points, 18 rebounds. And we'll see if both those key players on this team can do it again today and take home yet another win.
Yeah, is there anybody else that you'd like to highlight going into tonight's game?
Layla Barrett, she's a sharpshooter, and if she can knock down a couple of her three-pointers, that would help this team a lot. It's going to be an easier matchup compared to most, as a slumping Copiague team coming in. They're 7-9 right now, and this is a league matchup. They're 2-7 in league matchups, just terrible.
Yeah, we saw the JV matchup just before this, and the Hills East JV Redhawks blew out the Copiague JV Eagles.
And that's what the varsity team will look to do today as we get set for tip-off.
Alex Brown meets at midcourt with Janiyah Morris. Tip is won by Copiague, but Seitzek brings it back immediately. Seitzek picks up a dribble at the top of the key. Swings it over to Ari Hamilton. Hamilton surveying the floor. Gives it to Brown on the high post. Throws it down low, and an errant pass tips off of Ari Hamilton's hands and goes out of bounds.
And Alex Brown tried to jump pass there, get it to her teammate, and she could not, and it goes out of bounds, and Copiague takes over early.
Yeah, that seemed unnecessary. Here's Madeline Mice. Swings over to the top of the key. Chloe Allen Jackson for three is no good. Rebound by Ari Hamilton, a very long rebound. No press for Copiague early. Over to Arneja. Now to Hamilton. Hamilton down low to Brown. Brown goes to work. Puts it up. No good. No foul call.
That's what Alex Brown does best. Just pounding inside and getting buckets down low. But
stolen by Arneja. Sorry. Here's Christina Seitzek bringing it up for the Redhawks. Fakes one way. Gets it through. And here comes a steal. Number 11, Cameron Fells with an easy layup on the other end of the court, and we've got our first scoring of the game by the Copiague Eagles.
Nice job by Fells there, the sophomore, to jump the passing lane and go for an easy layup.
Oh, nice move. That was like a football play. Here's Barrett. Barrett for three. A little bit short. Arneja grabs the rebound. Offensive rebound for Rabani Arneja. Here's Ari Hamilton. Hamilton will pull up from downtown. Bang!
A beautiful shot there from Ariella Hamilton from way downtown to give Hills East their first points of the game.
Here's Mice bringing it up for the Eagles. Swings it over to Fells. Fells for three. She can't answer back. Offensive rebound, puts it up and fouled. That's Allen Jackson. She'll go to the charity stripe for two.
We've seen twice so far in their opening possessions Copiague settling for deep three-pointers, and that could be a reason why they're sitting at 7-9 right now. Lucky Allen Jackson hustled there, get in there, getting the rebound. Now she'll shoot too.
First shot by Allen Jackson is just a little bit too much, and it's off the back iron. So the score will stay at 3-2 Hills East. Second shot is up for Allen Jackson, and it's good.
Getting the lucky bounce there to tie the game at 3.
Yeah, here's Barrett. A lot of backcourt passing. She'll give it to Hamilton. They got to get it over midcourt. Seitzek will be the one to take care of that. She'll give it to Hamilton. Hamilton looks for a play for her coach, but no. She'll swing it over to Barrett. Back to Hamilton. Now to Arneja for three. No good. Defensive rebound, I'm sorry, for Fells once again. Fells swings it over. Here's Martin. Allen Jackson for three is no good. Offensive rebound for Martin. They're going to call a jump ball. And it's going to be blue ball, so Copiague will retain.
Nice hustle play there by Copiague, getting in there for an offensive rebound. And they've done that a couple times early in this game. That's where Hills East needs Alex Brown to be a rock in the middle.
Tip is won by Copiague, but Hills East will recover. So here is Seitzek now. Swings it over to Barrett, now to Arneja. Over to Seitzek. Now to Brown, I'm sorry. Ball is going to be out of bounds off of number 11, Cameron Fells. So Hills East will retain.
Another aggressive pass there from Alex Brown. Lucky this one was tipped out of bounds, but she's got to be more careful with the ball.
Here's Brown. They're going to say it's a jump ball.
Beautiful block there by the freshman Janaea Morris.
Yeah, that's a very, very big freshman. She's the same size as Alex Brown. We don't really see that a lot with the Redhawks.
That could give Copiague an advantage here.
Brown off the inbound with a nice touch off the glass. That's an easy bucket for her all day. Yeah, with that Janaea Morris down low, they might be able to slow down Alex Brown, which could be a key for Copiague today. Here's number 14, Martin. Going at the hoop, no foul call. Offensive rebound, blocked by Brown. Tries to save it, but they'll say she touched out of bounds. So Copiague will get the ball at the baseline.
A beautiful block there by Alex Brown, and then you love the hustle after, try and save it. We've seen back-to-back possessions of nice blocks from the big girls down low.
Here's Mice to inbound. Looking for someone to get over, and she throws it up. Martin's jump shot is no good as that one goes out of bounds, but Copiague will retain once again. Here's number 3, Madeline Mace. Checks it in right back to Martin again. Martin goes at the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Rabani Arnesia. The Miami commit. Throws it over to Ari Hamilton. Now Seitzek, right back to Arnesia. Over to Barrett. Barrett now to Hamilton. Hamilton over to Barrett. Now to Seitzek. Her first time touching the ball today. They'll give it to Hamilton down low to Brown, and she'll go to work. Brown puts it up, no good. Looks like Janaea Morris had a hand on that one.
Another beautiful defensive stop there by Morris.
Yeah, and that's followed up by a wild pass on the offensive side of the ball. Not something that you like to see, especially after such a strong defensive possession.
Sloppy basketball from both teams here. Janaea Martin is tying her shoe at midcourt, so there's a stoppage in play.
The inbound will go to Layla Barrett, right back to Seitzek, now to Hamilton. A lot of backcourt passing here. I wonder if that has something to do with maybe some confusion for the defense.
Just trying to break the press.
Arnesia gets an open look for 3. It's going to be an off-ball foul on Alex Brown, and she's starting to get in her head. So you see Coach Cerniglario will check in at Marissa Dominic, the backup center. So Alex Brown's starting to get a little heated.
We see this a lot from Brown. She loses her temper and got to sub her out, and now her head coach trying to calm her down on the sideline. They look for a replacement.
Gets in her head very easily. Going straight at the hoop, but yeah, that was definitely a travel. Madeline Mace took a little bit too many steps. She tried to get down low on Layla Barrett, who's been really good on defense, actually.
3-and-D player. Very valuable for any team.
Similar to one of Mikal Bridges of the New York Knicks. Hamilton will give it to Seitzek. Seitzek over to Arnesia for 3. No good. She's 0 for 3 to start tonight. Here comes Alan Jackson. Gives it over to Fells. Fells gets pressed and stolen by Seitzek, but it will be recovered by Martin. They're going to call it travel on Janaea Martin, so Hills East will get the ball.
Back-to-back travels here by the Copiague offense. You don't like to see that, and I'm sure the head coach doesn't either.
Yeah, the last 3 possessions have been really sloppy for Copiague. Very low-scoring affair to start it off. Only 5-3 right now.
Hills East got to get over midcourt.
Hamilton will do that. Kicks it over to Seitzek. Now to Arnesia. Sammy Heyman will go to the scorer's table to check in. Barrett pumps. Over to Rabani Arnesia. She's touching the ball a lot again. Here's Barrett. They're going to call a foul. So there will be a foul on the Redhawks, so Copiague will get the ball. The inbound will go to Cameron Fells.
Forneja comes out of the game and Sammy Heyman comes in. With just over 3 minutes remaining in the opening period.
Looks like Alex Brown's going to look to check in as well. There is Janaea Morris for 3, no good. Dominic gets the rebound over to Hamilton, now to Arnesia. She pulls up, but it's blocked by Harris. They're going to call a foul on the floor on number 14, Janaea Martin.
Another great defensive play by Morris, and Barrett had to She tried stopping on a dime, putting up a bucket, putting up a jumper. It got swatted right away. Got her on rebound. Now Hills East stays with the basketball.
Sitek will come out as Alex Brown checks back in. Now they have 2 big women out there. And Dominic, who gets to the hoop here. Nice play drawn up by Coach Cerniglario.
And a beautiful feed inside there by Hamilton.
Here's Fells. Fells pulls up. That's good. Cameron Fells drills a 3-pointer. That cuts the lead back down to 1. Here comes Ari Hamilton. Kicks it back to Heyman. Over to Barrett. Barrett with a little miscommunication there. Heyman's able to recover, though. Throws it down low to an open Dominic, but it's picked off by Janiyah Morris. Morris throws it ahead. That might have been a travel. Mace for 3. Way off. Rebounded by Marissa Dominic. Now to Hamilton. Hamilton pushes the floor up to Barrett. Barrett gets an open look. Puts it up. No good.
Barrett hasn't been able to find her stroke earlier in this game.
Rebounded by Martin, who will bring it up. Throws it over to Morris. Morris going at Brown. Puts it up, fading away. Nice shot by Janiyah Morris. Going to work on the senior Alex Brown. Hamilton looking to bring it up for the Redhawks. He's having some trouble now. Hills East losing for just the 2nd time of this game. Here's Brown going at the hoop, puts it up. She's fouled on the way up. Count it, and 1.
Beautiful resiliency there by Brown through the contact, go up strong, and get a bucket.
Yeah, hopefully that can get her going today. Put her more on the bright side. Number 10, Chloe Allen Jackson will check out as number 22, Kira McHugh will check in. Brown's only going to get 1 shot at the line. Puts it right up and in. Alex Brown wastes no time at the free throw line as Hills East is back up by 2. Here comes Fells bringing it up. Fells going at the hoop. Floater is just short. Offensive rebound for Morris. Puts it right back up and in. Janiyah Morris going to work down low. That'll tie it up. Ari Hamilton will bring it up for the Redhawks. Here's Heyman. Slings it over to Dominic. Tapped by Morris, but it's going to be recovered by Layla Barrett. It was very sloppy. Here's Heyman. Back to Hamilton. Coach is yelling at his players right now. Very passionate about tonight's game. Hamilton gets a screen. Running out of time. Barrett, corner 3. She's got it. Layla Barrett for 3.
And once she gets going, it's hard to stop her.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours with Layla Barrett.
You love to see it. She missed her first 2, stayed with it, and knocks down her 3rd.
Here's Madeline Mace. Kicks it out to McHugh for 3. No good. Rebounded by Alex Brown. She had to fight for it with the tall freshman Janiyah Morris.
Hills East playing with some energy now.
Yeah, they've got the momentum on their side, up by 3 after that 3-pointer from Layla Barrett. Hamilton with some nice moves down low, but I think someone got a hand on it. And that ball will go towards Copiague.
Beautiful footwork there by Hamilton, showing a bit out of Carmelo Anthony's bag, but could not get the bucket.
Fells to McHugh. McHugh gets it picked off, and Heyman's down on the floor. She's got the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Copiague's ball again. That's 3 straight jump balls with it being Copiague's ball. Number 3, Madeline Mace is going to throw it in. I'm sorry. She'll give it to McHugh. Back down to Mace. Mace puts it up over Barrett. No good. Rebounded by Marissa Dominic.
Madeline Mace, only in 8th grade. And there's another one of their best players, Janiyah Morris, only a freshman, so some underclassmen on this team.
Hamilton puts it up, blocked by Morris. Right back up and in with the first quarter coming to an end.
Nice way to end the quarter there with Ariel Hamilton staying with it and putting it up in a 5-point Hills East lead to end the quarter.
Yeah, Hunter, reflecting on the first quarter, do you have anything to say? Or going into the second quarter, is there anything that you'd like to look for?
They're going to have to, both teams, they got to stop the sloppy basketball and get back to the roots of scoring a lot. Hills East coming into this game, they scored 50 a game and only gave up 39. Copiague, more of a balanced team, 52.38 points a game, and 52 they give up again. They give up. So, got to get back to that for both teams if you want this to be a high-scoring affair.
Yeah, it's been low-scoring right now, especially for Hills East, who's normally a high-powered offense. Usually has around 20, 30 points by now.
And you see early on Hills East's side, a lot of players not going through some injuries, minor injuries. Rabani Arnejo wearing a knee brace. Alex Brown is coming off an ankle injury. And Ariel Hamilton, I saw, was wearing an ankle brace along with Layla Barrett. So that's something to keep an eye on here as this game progresses.
Yeah, as we get later into the season, obviously there's going to be more and more wear and tear with this team, and it's really starting to come out into the air now.
That's what makes a good team great. If you're going to stay with it throughout injuries, throughout everything that goes with a season, and be able to keep your momentum up going into the playoffs. And that's what Hills East is going to try and do as we go into the playoffs.
Yeah, this is obviously a huge matchup for them. An in-league play matchup. So if they can win this one, that'll definitely help their playoff route.
You're playing a lesser opponent. This is a game you're supposed to win as we get going in the second quarter.
Yeah, and win by a lot. Here's Dominic from behind the arc. Gives it over to Hamilton. Hamilton over to Barrett. Barrett looking for someone. She outlets it over to Ari Hamilton. Hamilton going at the hoop, puts it up. It's good. Ari Hamilton, how talented is she?
Beautiful hesitation move there. Get past the defender and lay it up.
Here's Mace bringing it up, the 8th grader. Gets a screen, going at the hoop. Over to Morris. Morris steps back, trying to get around Heyman, who's standing their ground. Throws it over to McHugh. Right back to Morris, and an errant pass is stolen by Alex Brown.
An incredible defensive possession there by Ariel Hamilton, Marissa Dominic, and the entire team.
Heyman, an open three, is good off the glass. Sammy Heyman, a bank three-pointer.
Bank is open on a Thursday night.
Get out! Here's Sammy Heyman bringing it up for the Red Hawks. Throws it over to Barrett. Barrett for three. No good. Offensive rebound for Ari Hamilton. She comes flying in. They're going to call a foul on the floor, so the ball will stay right here. Hills East bench really starting to get loud now.
And the crowd getting into it as well. It's always hard to come into an away team's gym and win, especially when the crowd gets into it like this Hills East crowd is right now.
Chloe Allen Jackson will check in along with Janiyah Martin. Madeline Mace will take a seat with Kara McHugh. Barrett's three-pointer is no good, and it will be rebounded by Martin. She was a factor early here, one of the co-captains. Fells for three, no good. Rebounded by Alex Brown. Brown looking for an outlet. She'll give it to Hamilton, who will bring it up for the Red Hawks. Hamilton looking for something. Goes over to now. Whoa, sorry. Here's Heyman. Heyman going at the hoop with the lower hand is no good. Be rebounded, but there's going to be an over-the-back foul on Alex Brown. I believe that's her third foul. So not something you like to see.
Coach Cernaglario knows that, and he doesn't like it, so Alex Brown's going to take her second seat of the day, and Rabani Arnejo is going to come into this game.
The inbound looks like it's going to go to Cameron Fells. It will. Fells swings it over. That's number 5, Kayla Corian. They're going to call a travel on the co-captain, Kayla Corona. Heyman will give it to Hamilton. Hamilton bringing it up for the Red Hawks. Gets a screen from Dominic. Now goes inside the arc. Throws it over to Barrett. Barrett, a corner three. No good. Very high arcing shot from Layla Barrett. Here's Janiyah Morris pushing the floor on the other end. Going at the hoop. Euro step is no good.
Going back to that last Hills East possession, Barrett hasn't been able to get her shot going. She knocked down one, better than that.
Hamilton with a nice move to the hoop, but she can't finish. Dominic's on the ground. She'll get it out to Arnejo. Over to Heyman. Now to Barrett. Barrett on the wing. Over to Hamilton. Hills East starting to go on a little run here, up by 10. Arnejo for three. No good. Oh, my. Marissa Dominic comes flying in out of nowhere, but they're going to call a foul.
Marissa Dominic playing like Josh Hart.
They call that a push.
I don't agree with that. Marissa Dominic just trying to get the rebound.
Yeah, I don't see that at all. She just came flying in. Looked clean to me. Here's Cameron Fells bringing it up for Copiague. Stolen by Hamilton on the pass. Here comes Ari Hamilton. Throws it over to Barrett. Barrett down low. Puts it up. It's good. Layla Barrett.
Beautiful from Ariella Hamilton, intercepting that pass and finding her open teammate down low for the basket.
The Redhawks go up by a largest score of the lead. 12 points, 22-10, as we're about halfway through the second quarter. Press really starting to get to Copiague here. Fells is pressured. It's stolen by Hamilton. Another errant pass. Here comes Ari Hamilton on the other end of the court. So slow it down for the Redhawks. Throws over to Arneja. On the outside to Barrett. Barrett from way downtown. No good. Rebounded by number 10. That's Chloe Allen Jackson. She'll give it to Fells. Here comes Cameron Fells. Copiague's got to get a bucket somehow. In the corner. Janiyah Martin drills a three. And that'll slow down and quiet down this Hills East team.
Her foot was on the line. That's only 2.
Heyman needs an outlet. They're going to call a timeout. Very smart decision by the seasoned veteran coach, Coach Sir Naglario.
He wasn't happy with what he was seeing. So he calls time, gets his team to calm down, talk it over, and they'll come back, hopefully ready with a play in mind to try and get in our basket.
Yeah, if they could just keep that momentum going. We could see towards the end, right before that timeout, the pressure was starting to come to Cameron Fells, who's been the main guard, bringing the ball up for Copiague. She's had a couple stolen passes as we ended that play.
So Coach Cernaglario listening to what his players have to say, and then walks out of the huddle and they break it down. So he goes to get his clipboard. Now he's back with it, and now he is going to, we assume, draw up a play to try and get this lead to either 12 or 13 coming out of the timeout.
Ref's calling for players to get back on the court. It will be Redhawks ball as we come back ready and set for play. The inbound for Seitzek. Crafty play there. Looked like Ben Johnson, new head coach of the Chicago Bears. Here's Layla Barrett in the corner. She'll throw it over to Seitzek. Seitzek back to Barrett. Corner three. No good as it just rims out. She's gotten very unlucky. Marissa Dominic, an offensive rebound. Back out to Barrett. Now to Seitzek. Over to Hamilton. Hamilton will try a three of her own. Rims out just again. Marissa Dominic down there again. She had a 4-and-1 in the paint and still almost got the rebound.
I know the shots didn't fall, but a great job by Seitzek there to penetrate the defense and get some open teammates.
Here's Allen Jackson for three. She's no good. Offensive rebound for Martin. Puts it up. No good. And that's going to be an over-the-back foul on Rebani Arnahan, number 5. Madeline Mace will look to check it in. Mace gets an easy bucket from Janiyah Martin, who got open on the baseline. Momentum starting to shift here as Copiague has scored 4 unanswered points. Arneja down low. Marissa Dominic wide open in the paint. That's a very easy bucket.
Beautiful pass there. Keeping your eyes up. Outstanding vision to find Dominic wide open in the paint.
Redhawks back up by 10. Good defense as they pressure her in the backcourt.
So
and it goes out of bounds.
It'll stay with Copiague. It was tipped out by either Seitzek or Barrett.
Looking the inbound is number 10, Chloe Allen Jackson. She'll get it to Janiyah Morris. Morris gives it to number 12, Deanna Dowes, whose shot is no good. Here's Ari Hamilton. Bringing it up for the Redhawks as she gets away. Pulls up from downtown, just a bit out. Another great move by Marissa Dominic.
She's playing out of her mind.
Yeah, she's taken the burden off of Alex Brown. Barrett from way downtown, way no good.
Layla Barrett's still shooting. I mean, respected shooter shoot, but nothing's falling here.
Morris going at the hoop, puts it up over Dominic and in. Janiyah Morris, a force down low.
So Sammy Heyman's going to come to the scorer's table to check in. We'll see if it's for Layla Barrett, as Coach can't be happy with her just shooting no matter what.
No. Rex, close it. Just turn off the camera. Turn off the camera. Sorry for the inconvenience with the camera right now. We're going through some technical difficulties. That pass will be picked off by Marissa Dominic once again. Here comes Christina Seitzek. Seitzek bringing it up. Kicks it out to Heyman. Heyman in the corner. She's trapped. Gets to the hoop, puts it up. It's good. Sammy Heyman with a nice bounce.
Beautiful job there by Heyman to try to spark off the bench. Hillsies needed that.
Here comes Mace. Throws it over to Martin. They're going to call a push again. Another one. They're calling a lot of those pushes. I'm not sure about any of them so far.
So the ref calling the game close today. Not letting anything stand.
Cameron Fells and Layla Barrett will both check in. And Rabani Arneja will check out. And Brianna Dawes, respectively. Here is Cameron Fells for the Eagles. Looking for something. As she goes to the wing now, she's getting double teamed. Heyman will fall off, gives it over to Allen Jackson. Heyman will pick her up. Chloe Allen Jackson. Now to Mace. Mace. Out to Fells. Fells going to work. Now out to Martin. Martin going to work. Blocked by Dominic from behind. Now Fells gets an open look. Mid-range jumper is just off the mark. Offensive rebound, but it's going to be an over-the-back foul. So the Redhawks will take over.
Marissa Dominic playing incredible on both sides tonight. She's been everywhere rebounding the ball and blocking the ball down low.
Yeah, she's the definition tonight of leaving everything out there. Here's Ari Hamilton. Gives it over to Seitzek. Now to Heyman, to Dominic. Out to Barrett. Barrett tries another three. No good again. Offensive rebound for Marissa Dominic. Right back up, but a little bit too much. She must be gassed out there. Allen Jackson now. Over to Morris. Morris gets it open down low, and that's easy for Janiyah Morris. She can make them with someone on her.
Under a minute to play in the first half. 8-point lead for the Redhawks.
Here's Heyman. Over to Seitzek. Seitzek throws it over to Hamilton. Hamilton gets away. Going at the hoop. Back down to Dominic, is no good. So ball is out on Copiague, so Hillsies will get the ball. And you got to hit those. That's two in a row that Marissa Dominic has missed down low with an open look.
And you love the effort she's brought today on the boards, but if you're going to get the boards and put it back up, you got to make the shots.
Yeah, maybe calm it down when putting those back up. We'll give it to Dominic, right back to Hamilton. Off the handoff, down to Dominic. A little bit too much on the pass from Ari Hamilton. A good idea, though. Good idea. Hillsies' lead is cut down to 8 as we enter 30 seconds left in the second quarter.
Only a 4-second difference in the shot clock and game clock here.
Here's Mace going at the hoop, puts it up. Marissa Dominic with some great defense. Offensive rebound for Janiyah Morris. That's easy for her.
Nice job by Morris to get that rebound and put it up.
Shot clock will be turned off here as they give it to Heyman. They're running the same play over and over again. Heyman bringing it up. And it's stolen. Here comes Martin on the other end of the court. Martin pulls it back. Now to Mace. Mace going at the hoop. Stolen by Barrett. She's going to have to throw it up, and they're going to call it travel.
Puzzling play there. So Barrett decided not to shoot it. So Copiague's actually going to have a chance here. Try and throw something up with 0.6 on the clock.
I'm not sure. I think she just got overwhelmed. Dominic picks it off, and the score will stay right where it at. So as we end the first half, Hillsies leads at 26-20. A couple of highlight players, Marissa Dominic, who's been a beast on the boards and defensively. That's all we got for you for the first half. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
What's the final one?
final one?
No.
Do it.
We'd like to welcome you back to the nest for some second half of Hills East basketball. Before we get started here, we'd like to apologize for the black screen that you may be seeing right now. We will not have the camera for the rest of the game. It's going to be more of a radio show type style.
And our cameraman had to go somewhere for the rest of the game, so it's just going to be us two for the rest of it.
Here's Ari Hamilton bringing it up for Hills East. Hamilton swings over to Seitzek. Now to Barrett on the wing. Now to Arnesia. Top the key. Over to Hamilton. Now to Seitzek in the corner. Poked away and recovered by Martin. Here comes Janiyah Martin bringing it up for the Eagles. Right at the hoop. Coast to coast. Easy bucket for Janiyah Martin.
Not good there from the Red Hawks. Their transition defense just nothing. What happened there?
Yeah, it was terrible. Here's Christina Seitzek. Throws it all the way over. Oh no! Layla Barrett fumbles the pass. It was a football pass from Christina Seitzek. Two undersized guards. Doesn't really make a good formula.
Layla Barrett just dropping a wide open pass, looking like Malik Neighbors there.
Okay, get out. Alan Jackson drills the corner three, and suddenly they move back in this ball game. Hills East is only leading by 1 point. Ari Hamilton will bring it up. She'll give it over to Seitzek. Seitzek trying to get around Fell. She's having some trouble though. Still looking. Finally, she gets it across midcourt. Seitzek loses her handle, picks it right back up. Fells is all over, and it's a bad pass. They're trying to figure out what happened.
So was it tipped out of bounds? We think so, and
It was not.
it was not. So wow, Copiague's going to take over. So a really rough start to the second half for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, this is a massive possession right here for the Eagles. They got a shot to take the lead for the first time since early in the first quarter. Here goes May straight at the hoop, loses the handle as it flies out of bounds. They're going to say that Brown got a hand on it, so it will be Copiague's ball. Sammy Heyman will check in as Christina Seitzek will take a seat.
So Seitzek hasn't been able to have the same impact she did the last time these two teams played.
Martin's shot is no good. Defensive rebound from Alex Brown.
The last time these two teams played, Seitzek had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals.
Hamilton gets fouled on the way up, and she'll go to the line for 2. A shot to extend the Hills East lead to 3.
Bing.
Hamilton drills the first shot, and Hills East is up by 2. Ari Hamilton, as we wait for her second shot. Just under 6.5 minutes remaining. She'll drill it. 2 for 2 from the line, and Hills East will go up by 3.
Much needed 2 points there for the Red Hawks, as they've all discombobulated to start the half.
That looked like a backcourt violation, but they don't call it.
Certainly, it's a questionable day from the refs today.
Here comes Sammy Heyman after she gets the steal. Bringing it up for the Red Hawks. She'll give it over to Hamilton on the outside. Hamilton will look to take her time. Trying to slow it down. Hamilton pulls up for mid-range. It's no good. Just rims out. Very unlucky for Hills East. That's happened many times today. Fells will try a 3. No good. Rebounded by Layla Barrett. She'll give it to Hamilton. As we said earlier in the first quarter, very low-scoring affair. Only 28-25 right now. Here's Hamilton. Hamilton swings over to Heyman. She'll try a 3 of her own. It's good. Sammy Heyman from the left wing.
Beautiful.
Hills East is up by 6.
Beautiful shot there to get a 6-point lead. Back to what it was to start this half.
Here's Janiyah Morris. Puts it up over Brown. No good. Rebounded by Heyman. They're going at it. They're going to call a foul. Offensive foul, I'm sorry. And Sammy Heyman will have the ball for the Red Hawks.
The momentum quickly shifting right back to the Red Hawks.
Yeah, this is big for them. Holding right back up that lead. They're up by 6 now. Sub will check in for Copiague. That's number 5. Kayla Corona. Sorry, it slipped. Chloe Allen Jackson will check out. Heyman looking to check it in. She'll get it to Hamilton. Hamilton gives it right back to Heyman. And that is not what Coach Cerniglari wanted.
He's having a rough day. He's usually very positive, but yelling at.
He's making sure his voice is heard. Here's Barrett on the right wing. She'll give it to Arnea. Over to Heyman. Heyman. She needs something. Come on. Here's Hamilton. 3, 2 to Heyman. Blocked. And it's recovered by Janiah Martin. Here comes Martin on the other end of the court. She'll get an easy lane, but misses it. Jump ball again. And it will be Hills East ball. Big turnover there. Alex Brown forces it.
Two centers battling down low. But before that was an unbelievable defensive possession by Copiague.
Yeah, they forced the shot clock. Almost violation. Fourth shot from Heyman got blocked.
So press working again.
Here's Hamilton getting pressured in the backcourt. She'll give it to Heyman. Here comes Sammy Heyman pushing the floor. Heyman needs to get it out. She's getting double teamed, and they're going to call a timeout for the Red Hawks.
Gotta give it to him. The head coach of this team. Defensive play coming out of the half has been executed perfectly.
Yeah, the press hasn't been broken for the Red Hawks. Copiague has put a lot of pressure on them early here. And that's why this game is turned into a ball game, as Hills East only leads it by 6.
We get back to basketball here.
That was the first buzzer.
4:30 remains in this third period. A 6-point Red Hawk lead. So something's not clicking between the coach's message and the players for Hills East. So we were listening in during that last time out. At one point, Coach Cernagario said, "Do you understand?" And you never like to hear that.
Nah, something must be going wrong on that bench. We're about ready for play here in the nest. It's going to be Hills East basketball. They don't have anybody to check it in. It's going to be Ari Hamilton.
Shouting from both coaches today.
Yeah, Hamilton looking to check it in. They'll give it to Heyman. Heyman off the inbound, looking for something. Over to Barrett, now to Arnea. Arnea over to Heyman. Heyman down low to Hamilton, and it bounces off her head. Here comes Janiah Martin on the other end of the court. She'll kick it over to Corona for 3, no good. Rebound is tried to be saved by Ari Hamilton, but they'll say she stepped out of bounds, so it will be Copiague's ball.
More yelling from Coach Cernagario.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't believe the players are going to be very happy that their coach yelling at them. Here's Fells over to Martin. Oh, no, that's Fells. I'm sorry. She puts it up no good. Rebounded by Alex Brown. She'll give it over to Ari Hamilton. Here comes Hamilton. Hamilton had Heyman wide open on the end of the court, but she missed her. Gives it over to Arnea. Arnea's got him in an open corner 3 for Sammy. Heyman is way off. Here comes Mace on the other end. The 8th grader swings it over to Martin. Martin back to Mace. Mace looking to make something happen as Marissa Dominic checks to the scorer's table. Mace picks up her dribble, throws it all the way to Cameron Fells on the other side. Fells down low to Morris. She pulls up and hits the mid-range jumper. Janiah Morris, she's been cooking today.
She has, and she's a big part of why this is only a 4-point game.
Here's Heyman. That pass was caught with one hand by Sammy Heyman. Whoa, wild pass, but it is caught by Ari Hamilton, not Arnea. Over to Hamilton. Hamilton looking for something. Over to Arnea. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton to Heyman. Over to Barrett. Barrett, an open look. Another 3-pointer. Layla Barrett.
Shoot. She finally got it to go. And we were watching the end of warm-ups before the second half begun. And Barrett hit 4 straight threes. It was a sign of things to come as she knocks down one right there. Bit of a miscommunication here with the refs and the coaches. Not sure what's going on here.
Subs came in, but looks like they're trying to decipher whether there was a timeout called or not. Anyway, after that Layla Bear three-pointer, the Red Hawks lead it by 7. So it will be a 30-second timeout called by the Copiague Eagles. No.
My apologies. So a 7-point lead by the Red Hawks right now. 2:53 remains in this third quarter. Once again, we apologize for the lack of a camera in this second half.
Will be Copiague ball, so Mace will look to check it in. Mace gives it to Alan Jackson now with the ball. Over to Mace, picked off and recovered by, we're going to say went out of bounds, and it will be Hills East ball. Last touch by Madeline Mace.
Ariel Hamilton playing like Sauce Gardner in the passing lanes today, intercepting a lot, breaking up a ton of passes.
Heyman looking to inbound it. Gets it to Hamilton. Back over to Heyman. Hamilton again in the corner. Pulls up for mid-range. No good. Janiyah Martin with the rebound. She'll bring it up for the Copiague Eagles. Martin looking for something. Brings it over to Dowsey. She's going to get fouled by Alex Brown, who was not happy with the call, and neither is Coach Cerniglario.
So Sammy Heyman jogs over to the bench to get a message from her coach as Brianna Dawes gets set for some free throws.
Copiague coach not happy with what's going on with her players right now.
Both coaches have been like that today.
Dawes' first shot is off.
You talked about at the end of the first period, a lot of sloppy basketball was being played, and that's certainly continued throughout this half.
Here comes Hamilton bringing it up for Hills East. Throws it over to Brown. Brown gets hit. Oh, my Lord. Marissa Dominic was wide open, but 3 is better than 2. Layla Barrett drills a 3 from the right wing.
She is red hot.
Big pass over to Janiyah Morris. She puts it right back up, and it's good. So they're able to answer back with a 2-pointer. It's 37-30, Hills East lead. Here comes Ari Hamilton now, bringing it up for the Red Hawks. Now to Heyman. Heyman looking for something. She's guarded by Madeline Mace. Over to Hamilton. Back to Heyman. Heyman. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton surveying the floor. She'll give it over to Heyman. Now to Dominic on the left wing. Dominic over to Barrett at the top of the key. Now to Hamilton on the right wing. Back to Barrett on the left wing. Sorry. She goes up. Floater is no good. Rebounded by, it's going to go out of bounds. And it will be Copiague ball. I don't know about that one. Refs have been pretty inconsistent today. Mace will check it in to Alan Jackson. Back to Mace. She'll give it over to Martin. Now to Morris. Back to Martin. They will call a foul. And it's going to be on number 23, Sammy Heyman of the Hills East Red Hawks. Appears Coach Cerniglario is not concerned with his players' fouls at the moment. Looking to inbound it. She'll get it to number 12, Dawes. Alan Jackson from way downtown. No good. Rebounded by Alex Brown. She'll give it over to Hamilton. Here comes Ari Hamilton. Now to Heyman. Heyman going at the hoop. An easy layup with an open paint, but she missed it. She smoked it. Here comes Morris on the other end of the court. Now to Mace. Mace at the top of the key. Drives the hoop. Puts it up. Awkward shot is no good. Rebounded by... No, it's going to be out. And it's going to stay here.
I don't know, Sean. So another questionable call there for the refs. I mean, it's been a really rough game for them. Alex Brown getting a standing ovation as she checks out of the game again. frustration all over her face.
All right, back up and in by Janiyah Morris. Here comes Ari Hamilton. She'll kick it right back to Seitzek. Now over to Heyman in the front court. Sammy Heyman looking for something. She'll give it over to Seitzek. Now back to Heyman. Heyman down low to Dominic, wide open. She gets triple teamed, throws it out. She's getting hacked. They're going to call a travel.
Wow.
No foul call.
That is just brutal. What can you say about that? Just unreal.
As we've been saying, these refs have been inconsistent all night, and it's on pure display there. Dominic was getting hacked down low. They didn't call a single foul call.
It's not even inconsistency. It's just pure bad.
Alan Jackson for three is way off the mark. Rebounded by Sammy Heyman, who is pushed by Janiyah Martin, so Hills East will retain. 15.1 seconds left. The shot clock is turned off here in this third quarter.
So the press is on from Copiague, and the Red Hawks are going to look for the final shot here if they can break the press.
Hamilton will give it to Seitzek, who's gotten open. She'll give it over to Heyman. Now to Barrett. Corner three. No good. Rebounded by Seitzek. Seitzek running out of time. Throws it to Heyman. He'll put it up. No good. She just missed it as it just rimmed out. So that'll end the third quarter. Hills East leads it 37-32. By the looks of it, we're in for a very, very good fourth quarter.
And here we are. Copiague looking to pull off an upset, while Hills East looks to get back on track after having their 8-game win streak snapped earlier this week. We'll be back as the fourth quarter begins. We welcome you back to Hills East for the final period of regulation here. It is a 37-32 Red Hawk lead, and Copiague will start with basketball at midcourt.
Cameron Fell's looking to check it in. She'll give it to Madeline Mace.
Ling.
Mace bringing it up for the Eagles. She's on the right wing. Now swings it over to Martin. Fells, I'm sorry. Now it's Dawes. Dawes swings it over to Morris, who's no good. Rebounded by Sammy Heyman. Heyman bringing it up. She's the only one ahead. She'll kick it back to Hamilton. Now to Barrett. Corner three is way off. Starting to cool off here. Another offensive rebound by Christina Seitzek. She's trapped in the corner. She'll throw it over to Hamilton. Now to Heyman. Over to Barrett. Barrett tries another one. Bang!
Bullseye from Layla Barrett from the left wing. Shooters shoot, as we said earlier.
Mace getting pressured at half court. She'll give it to Martin. Martin over to Morris. Another shot. No good from the baseline. Offensive rebound. Martin puts it right back up, but no good. Rebounded by Alex Brown. She'll throw it over to Sammy Heyman. Here comes Heyman for the Red Hawks. Heyman gives it to Seitzek. Now over to Hamilton. Hamilton going at the hoop. Pass gets knocked down, but Hamilton's able to cover. Puts it up. Foul is called. Hamilton will get 2 shots.
Coach Sternaglar was making sure that was a foul. He was side shuffling down the sideline. Bling.
That foul is going to be on number 24, Janiyah Morris. As we see Brianna Dawes check out.
So an 8-point Red Hawk lead. That is now 9 after the first Hamilton free throw.
Yeah, she hasn't been too much of a factor today as we normally see. She's normally up there and loading up the box score. Tonight she hasn't done quite that. Chance to put Hills East up by 10 is good. So Ari Hamilton, who's been a very consistent free throw shooter, improves on the season, and Hills East is up by 10. Cameron Fells bringing it up. She'll throw it ahead to Morris, and that is a wild pass. So Hills East will get the ball. They're up by 10. Seitzek looking to inbound. Taking her time. She'll give it to Heyman. Right back to Seitzek. Seitzek over to Hamilton. Here comes Hamilton. Over to Seitzek now. Now to Heyman. Barrett in the corner. She's got an open look. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Janiyah Morris. Hills Easy's gotten so unlucky with the bounces tonight. Janiyah Martin right back to Morris. Over to Fells. Cameron Fells looking to shake and bake around Hamilton. Throws it back for Allen Jackson. She took a couple steps, but they don't call anything. Here's Morris. Pulls up from top of the key. Is no good. Rebounded by Sammy Heyman. Heyman pushing the floor for Hills East. Trying to work on Martin. She gives it to Seitzek. Seitzek over to Hamilton. Hamilton guarded by Cameron Fells. She gives it over to Heyman. Heyman over to Barrett. Barrett down low. Here comes Alex Brown. They're going to call no foul. As Morris hits the deck, Alex Brown gets an easy layup, and Hills East up by 12.
Alex Brown playing bully ball down low.
Here's Fells. Looking to get somewhere. Loses the handle, recovers, gives it over to Martin. Martin, Allen Jackson, corner three. No good. Rebounded by Morris. She puts it right back up and is fouled on the way up, so she'll get 2 shots at the line. With this stoppage of play, I'd like to just mention how the Hills East boys team destroyed the Copiague boys team by a score of 102-61. Big win for them as they try to make a playoff push likewise. Morris's first shot was no good, so the lead will stay at 12.
5:26 remains in the game. Red Hawks looking to keep their foot on the gas and close this one out.
Morris's second shot was also no good, so here's Seitzek. Gives over to Barrett, corner three. Another one for Layla Barrett. As we said before, when it rains, it pours with her. She's hit 3 threes in a row.
Now she's getting going.
Fells throws over to Morris. Morris trying to go to work on Brown. She'll kick it out. Now Mace for 3. No good. Rebounded by Layla Barrett. Barrett gives it to Heyman. Heyman will try to settle it down. Throws it over to Seitzek. Christina Seitzek on the left wing. Gives it to Heyman.
Beautiful job there by Sammy Heyman to control the pace. You're up 15. You don't need to go fast.
Seitzek on the right wing. She'll kick it back to Heyman. Heyman on the right wing now. Going at the hoop. Pulls up. The floater is no good as it rims out. Heyman grabs her own rebound. Over to Barrett. Barrett from way downtown. No good. Offensive rebound again. Sammy Heyman. They're going to call a foul on Chloe Allen Jackson, who was not happy with that.
Multiple Red Hawks showing effort tonight on the offensive and defensive glass.
Yeah, Marissa Dominic, who we were mentioning a lot, we were calling her name all first half. She hasn't really gotten too many minutes here in the second half. Hamilton looking to check it in. She'll give it to Brown. Brown back to Hamilton. Hamilton going to work down low. Puts it up. It's good. Ari Hamilton extends the Hills East lead. They're all the way up to 17 now. Mace gives it to Cameron Fells. Here's Fells. Over to Martin. It gets poked away. They're going to say it'll stay right here. Sammy Heyman touched it while being out of bounds. Barney Arnea hasn't got many minutes in the second half either. With this lead up to 17, he can be a little more fringy as Arneja will go to the scorer's table to check in. They're going to call a foul immediately on Christina Seitzek off the inbound. Arneja will check in. That is Seitzek's second foul. So Sammy Heyman will check out of the game, and she gets a loud ovation from this Hills East crowd. The inbound goes to Fells. Fells going to the hoop, puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Alex Brown. Brown gives it over to Hamilton. Hamilton coming up for the Red Hawks. Shake and bake. Throws it out to Seitzek. Now to Arneja for 3. Another one. And Hills East is up by 20. 52-32. As this fourth quarter continues to wind down. Poked away and recovered by Christina Seitzek. Here comes the Red Hawks offense. Seitzek over to Hamilton. Hamilton puts it up. And they're going to say no shot.
And an offensive foul. And you can't even say the refs have been inconsistent. It's just been, I mean, I'm not going to accuse them of it, but hasn't looked good for Hills East compared to Copiague, is all I'm going to say.
Alex Brown will take a seat, probably for the final time today.
And a sign of a great team is when they can win despite factors against them, and that's
Here's
what Hills East is
Hamilton.
doing.
Hamilton picks off the pass, going to the hoop, puts it up. It's good. Ari Hamilton. And Hills East is going downhill right now.
Beautiful Euro step there, and this game's getting out of hand.
Corona kicks it to Breeze for three, way off. Rebounded by Dominic.
Copiague,
Over to
you can see
Seitzek.
it.
Now to Hamilton up ahead. Hamilton on the low post, kicks it over to Seitzek. Now to Barrett. Barrett will slow it down. Now to Seitzek. Seitzek on the right wing. Trying to work around Mace. Poked away, but recovered by Layla Barrett. Gives it over to Ari Hamilton. Shot clock runs under 10 seconds now. Hamilton pulls up from the top of the key. It was just short. Another substitution will be made as Cameron Fells will come out of the game, the sophomore, and junior Kira McHugh will come in. She will get the inbound but gives it right back to Madeline Mace. Mace gives it to McHugh. McHugh over to Corona from way downtown. No good. Moores with an offensive rebound and an easy bucket. She's had a big night tonight. She's been one of the lone bright spots for these Copiague Eagles.
2 underclassmen. I mean, it's been a rough year for Copiague. As a timeout, it's called. It's been a rough year for Copiague. They're under 500. Going to pick up another loss today. Really been slumping as of late. But 2 underclassmen in Janiyah Morris and Madeline Mace are really showing out tonight, and that is a sign of good things to come in the coming years.
Timeout was called by Coach Cerniglario. Lead is cut. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is cut to 20. At one point it was 22.
Time is ticking for Copiague to make a historic comeback here. It's not looking that way, as Hills East has just been amazing tonight, especially in the last 2 quarters.
So the 5 out there for Hills East includes Christina Seitzek, Ari Hamilton, Marissa Dominic, Layla Barrett, and Rabani Arneja. Sammy Heyman came out of the game. Seitzek looking to inbound. Copiague's not done yet. They still got the 4-court press on. They'll give it to Dominic. Dominic gets it poked away but recovered. No, it's recovered by Janiyah Morris. Ball still loose. Now it's going to be recovered by McHugh. Here's Morris. Morris going at Dominic. Puts it up. She is in one on the foul. That's going to be Marissa Dominic.
Beautiful drive there by Dominic to finish with contact and continue to grow this lead.
That's Dominic's second foul. So Janiyah Morris will go to the line for just a shot after the N1. Shot is up. It is no good. So she's 0 for 3 from the line today. Dominic pulls in the rebound. She'll kick it over to Hamilton. Hamilton at the top of the key. Shake and bake around Madeline Mace. Puts it up. Ugly looking shot is no good. Recovered by McHugh. Here comes McHugh. Looking to get around Seitzek. Gets it to Mace. Mace gets around the screen. Going out the hoop, puts it up. It's good. Madeline Mace with a nice job traveling along the baseline. And this Hills East lead is cut down to 16.
You like how this team is fighting to the end, but it might be too little too late with just over 90 seconds remaining.
Hamilton from way downtown. She's got it. Ari Hamilton heating up here in the 4th quarter. Hills East back up by 19.
Hamilton, what a shot there, but Coach Cerniglario still wasn't happy with it, wanting his team to just dribble it out.
Wild pass will go out of bounds, and Hills East will get the ball. We're going to get an ovation here. Christina Seitzek will check out of the game as Sam Heyman comes back in. Just over a minute remaining here. Gives it to Hamilton. Here comes Hamilton. She'll give it over to Heyman. Heyman now to Rabani Arneja. Arneja to Barrett. Kicks it over to Hamilton. Mace presses up on her. She'll kick it over to Heyman. Shot clock runs under 10 seconds now. Now to Arneja. Over to Hamilton. They're taking their time. Kicks it out to Heyman. Got to put it up. Three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by number 12, Brianna Dawes. She'll give it to Kara McHugh. Now Janiyah Morris.
So no foul there. That was, what looked to me a clear foul by Dominic.
And Copiague's going to get the ball.
Yeah, really weird.
Maybe we didn't see it right. Janiyah Morris will come out of the game. This is the only time that she sat down all day. Madeline Mace with the ball. Kicks it out. Here's McHugh. McHugh puts it up. No good. Offensive rebound put up and is fouled. That's Ari Hamilton. Will be a shooting foul. So that's going to be number 13, Ashani Barnes, the senior, will get 2 shots. Hills East up by 19. No reason to rush anything after these shots. Under 30 seconds remaining.
Hills East going to improve their record to 12-4 and 8-2 in league games, while Copiague is going to move to 7-10 and a bad 2-8 in league games.
Yeah, so as we thought it was going to be a great fourth quarter, turned out Hills East just brought out what they've been looking for all day.
So the final 20 seconds will tick down. Thank you all for joining us tonight on a nice Thursday night. I'm Hunter Ashman alongside Sean Caden. We'll be back on Tuesday night, February 4th, for a boys game.
Barrett just dribbles it out, and that'll do it. So Hills East wins this one 57-39, as they will improve to 12-4 in the season as they approach playoff time. Once again, it was Sean Caden and Hunter Ashenbrenner tonight. We'll be back next week for more Hills East basketball. Have a good night, everyone.